Hi, Scorpio. I hope you are doing well. Okay. Check, I do the houses like this, right? So check Taurus, because they had something going on over there, and this could be the other half of the equation here. Okay. You come in the reading with who you really are. Here is the 10. This is the player in here. The 10 of Wands. Okay. How people perceive you is this, the 5 of Cups. Okay. I have a feeling around this already that it's a balancing act. But I want to say too in here, sometimes we have the best intentions with things. I can't tell who's pushing what here, but I think when we put expectations or something on someone else, or they put it on us, only give someone really what they can take, what they can handle. You know what I mean? Your intention is in the right place, right? You see a starving person, you want to give them a 7-course meal. You'll kill them. You know what I mean? They can't take all that in at one time. So I think that you're pushing something here, and someone is like, you might be putting too much on them, or they're putting too much on you. This reading, I feel, is about knowing what's good for yourself and what's not. And that'll have to go in whatever way. This reading sometimes too can be parents with the best of intention, but they're pushing something. They're pushing an agenda here with the best of intention, but it's against the betterment of the other person. So let's see how this goes. Okay. In the past, you've got the 5 of Coins. Okay. Where you're anchored here is the 10 of Cups. Right? This is happiness, contentment. This is what you're wanting. Peace, harmony in your home. You may not have that at the moment. Okay. Now, what you're crowned with, the whole origin of this reading here is the 8 of Cups. 8 of Coins, I'm sorry. This is a card. Let me get through the cards and I'll tell you what I think here. Now, right now in the present, you've got the Queen of Cups. Okay, very receptive energy. Okay, now what you need to adopt here, how you need to go about this, your undertaking, is the 6 of Coins. And that's why I say it's balance. It's balance, but it's not balance like this. It's balance like, I know this person can only take this much or this much, or it's trying to find your balance here. Because here, the attitude you need to adopt with this again is the 2 of Cups. Again, a card of balance. It's balanced energy. It's balance in your relationships. It's balance in your health. Okay. Now, this is how the outside influences in your life affect you and how you react to it. You've got the 9 of Cups. Okay. For some of you, I'm not going to lie, because you've got the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. For some of you, this is it's a relationship issue. It could be something like that. But it's how you're reacting to things. You know what I'm saying? And again, only you'll know what that is. But your outbound card, the future card here, is the 4 of Coins. Okay? I feel in here someone's pushing an agenda too hard onto someone else, or they're putting someone on a pedestal here and the person can't. It's too much, you know. So with the 5 of Coins sitting right here, it's kind of saying, how do I say this? You feel like either you've got 2 5s. 5 show us where the cracks are. Okay, and you're coming in with, this is how someone is seeing you. Like you're putting too much, and that's why I say I think it's coming from you. You're putting too much on someone, You know what I mean? They can't handle this. They can't pull the line here for what you're asking them to do. This could be a work environment too, where you've got, you know, a boss who is really just, no matter what you do, they're never happy, you know. But the Five of Coins is also saying, is this, and this is where I'm going to go back to some things take time. I think you might be trying to, like I say, push something on someone else, or they're trying to push it on you, is too much. Because the outbound card with that Four of Coins, I always ask, and still they're not happy. But still, you know what I mean? The Four of Coins is sometimes too, and I'm going through, I'm referencing a little bit of astrology in these readings because they play a role, okay? Sometimes it's how you go about making the decision, how we go about making the decisions in our lives that we make, right? Are they made with, did we think about it? Do we think about how the other person would feel? Did we take things into account? Is this something that's doable? Do we have proper boundaries in place? Do we respect each other? Do we love ourselves, right? In this reading, it can be too, you're trying to, someone's just not there yet. This is the Queen of Cups here, is a card that is very loving, nurturing, but you've got cards in here that can speak of, it's too much, it's too overbearing, or I'm not taking enough care of myself, right? And it's coming to you like that. But you've got the 10 of Cups in here, the 2 of Cups in here, the 9 of Cups in here, the Queen of Cups in here. I think you're trying to, this could be just, you know, something you're doing with yourself too, but the 6 of Coins, whenever a 6 is in a reading, it's karma in play. You know what I'm saying? So this is in motion. And the 2 of Cups also tells me that it's a bridging of either something in yourself, or this is some kind of relationship that is, you're teaching each other things, right? And karma is like let me try this again. Give me another shot. Meaning you're not saying that to another person. This is what karma is. It's another opportunity to try to rebalance something. So I feel that, you know, this is something that you've got to first balance within yourself. And because you come in with a 10 and a 5, this is sometimes all too encompassing to someone, like you're coming on too strong to someone, or your heart's in there, but I think it's too much for someone else on the receiving end. And that's what I'll say. So again, there's no rush in here at all. So if this isn't something that's at that point yet where you're trying to bear with me one second. With this card, take the picture off of this card. You need to be happy with yourself. You need to be content with yourself. You can't try to, you could be in a relationship trying to rekindle the past, how it was. You know what I mean? This isn't, and it's not getting you what you want. You're not feeling like, one question I'll ask you to ask yourself in here, are you trying to love someone how you want to be loved? You know what I'm saying? Because you might be at opposite ends here with this. It might be too much on someone. You know what I mean? Or they're too much on you. Because you've got a lot of cup cards in here. You've got great cards in here. But I think it's just a matter of rebalancing things. Right? And asking yourself, with this 5 of Cups, 5 of Coins, the only reason I bring this up is because sometimes this can be, you're feeling like this, but you're not realizing that the answer is right in front of your face. Basically, sometimes with this card, it comes out, it's like I'm trying too hard to push something, when in fact, you know, an ordinary Monday night with no major excitement is great. You know what I'm saying? You might be pushing something. There's energies in here that are unbalanced. But do I think they could be balanced? Yes, I do. So that's what I'm saying. If you've got a relationship that's on like the 11th hour or life support and you really want it to work, pull yourself back and realize that, you know, maybe this is enough. Maybe this, I don't know. I can't tell you, I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form settle, but there's an air through here of someone is like, they can't get ahead for trying. But you're pushing someone too hard, or someone is pushing you too hard. But this is saying what you've got to adopt here really is don't give someone more than they can handle. You know what I mean? She's got a whole thing of apples in there. You can't give that kid all those apples. You'll kill it, you know? Give people what they can take. This is two. It's the beginning. It's the beginning, right? But it's like you're going from like this to this based on this. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's too much for someone, you know? It can be too, and I'm going to put this out here only because it's your reading and I'm trying to help you here. There could be a codependent tendency in someone's MO here, right? It could just be that for whatever reason. Like maybe you fall in love really fast, right? But then with the 4, it's like, but it's not what I thought. It's, you know, because with this card, I will always ask in a relationship scenario. And still you're not happy, you know? So it's maybe trying to pull stuff back, because the cards that you're coming up with, 2 5s, I can't discount the fact that there's cracks here that you've got to look at, right? And that's all I'm saying. Either you're putting someone on a pedestal or they're putting you on it, but someone's pushing an agenda that it's too much for someone, right? This is slow. This is a handshake. This is a dinner. This is a conversation, you know? It could be a conversation too where if you're trying to get something back together, let's just get it out on the table, but don't make any definitive plans. You know what I mean? Because someone I think would be open to that. I just don't think that they would be open to, okay, well now let's 9 it. You know, it's too much for someone is what I'm getting here. Okay, the 8 is just saying it's going to take time. If this is some kind of business thing, you've got great financial cards in here. If you're feeling like you don't have enough, I'm telling you, you do, right? Sometimes, again, with this card, and I can see in someone's birth chart if I'm looking through it, they will have Saturn like right on their sun. So no matter what they do, they always feel like they're lacking, they're not enough, they don't have enough, and they always do. But it's how you feel, and that matters, right? Because that'll push the agenda here. I think you're wanting A to Z, and someone is like just getting out of the gate. This is a glorious card, okay? It's a glorious card, and it says that this is what you need to do. This is what you need to adopt. I'll give you 1 apple. Let's go on 1 date, you know? But how about we don't get married tomorrow? You know, it's like that. So if you're starting a job, realize it's going to take time too, you know? So it's things like that. I think this is relationship oriented, and it's like, it's coins are very much your spiritual journey, and you've got a lot of you've got cards in here that say you're opening your heart to this. You're really opening your heart to this. And if this relationship lasts or doesn't last, there's a lesson in here. The 6 is trying to show you, don't give people more than maybe they deserve, right? Maybe you give away too much too fast, right? So, and in the end with a 4, ooh, I'm still not feeling it, right? Like after all of this and it wears off, not feeling it, you know? So I think that's what you're trying to avoid here. And that's what I think that these two are about. You know, let's have a dinner, but we don't need to get engaged today, or have the conversation, but it's not like, you know, I've got the house picked out. I've got, you know, it's go slow here. That's what I'm saying. You can go deep here. You can. I can feel the intensity here, but I feel that if you just take your foot off the gas a little bit, this person will come forward. Okay, so if this is a relationship issue, you could do that. That's what I think. I'm going to stick with that because that's what I really feel is going on here. Pull it back to like how you felt dating in like high school. You know what I'm saying? Pull it back to that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no mad marathon here. There's something big that you've got to change in your dynamic of your relationship structures. And that's just how you show up. You know, it's not a bad thing to put all your heart into something. It's just put it in, but feel the water too. You know what I mean? So that way you're not putting yourself, we overlook how fast time goes. You know what I mean? We think, well, I'll date this person if it doesn't work. I'll date this person if it doesn't work. But you know what? If we go in wiser, you know what I mean? We're not wasting time. And I say wasting time because life is short. You know what I mean? So if you're not wasting like 3 years trying to figure out whether this person is for you or not, just ask better questions going in. That's all, right? We figure that out later in life though, but that's what I think you're doing, because you're figuring something out here that's going to take time to grow. So there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. I know I took the long way home, but I want to drive it forward that, you know, it's okay to be that way, but realize not everyone is like that, right? Not everyone is like you. So we do things differently. So temper the water there, my friend. Okay, if you need a private reading, we can look at this. Okay. Thank you and happy February.